Hello there, welcome back to Beauty Bee and to a get ready with me using my Panthers eyeshadow selections. Kind of, not really. Usually this video is more of a get ready with me using my Panthers eyeshadow selections, but I'm just feeling some teal, which I do have two teals pulled in my Panthers eyeshadows, and lime green, which I don't. So we're gonna mix in some other things today. Also, trying to think, do I have anything else to start this video? Not really. I am starting out with some vitamin C serum because I haven't done my skincare yet today. So we're gonna do that, and I'm going to add some of this e.l.f. Jelly Pop Water Gel Moisturizer. This is such weird stuff. Just the texture on it is funky. I'm not sure I like it, but I'm gonna use it, it's fine. My goal for today's look is to do sort of I think I wanna go for almost a halo eye using Meadow, which is this teal Monument maybe, which I think is this teal. I know I'm using this teal, I just don't remember what it's called. And some lime green glitter that I got from ColourPop. So, I have my base down. I could probably use some foundation today, but I'm not really feeling it, so I'm just not going to. So I'm gonna find my eye primer, which is somewhere, maybe already out, sitting in front of me. Brilliant. But I did grab my glitter glue as well because I think I'm going to need that. But let's just start with my usual Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. I have not filmed myself doing my makeup in like 2.5 weeks, and it's just throwing me off today. Not quite sure why, but something about this feels very wrong. Also, today was a bit of a downer because I woke up this morning and it was the first day where it felt like fall. It didn't feel like summer anymore. I love waking up and being warm, and I woke up this morning, it was just freezing. I was wearing all of my blankets, or I had all of my blankets on my bed. I guess saying that I was wearing my blankets is an odd way of stating that. And I just sat there and shivered for a while. It was freezing this morning. And let's see. I'm going to set down my eyeshadow primer with this white. And then finally we can start getting to the point of this video. Oh, I forgot to mention the one piece of makeup that I'm actually wearing that's stuck around from the 30-second makeup I did this morning is that my eyebrows are already filled in. So we're not gonna be messing with those any further because I have plenty of eyebrow on already. And let's get started with, why can't I think of the name? Meadow. So I'm just gonna take this on my finger and pat it over most of my lid. I'm thinking the outer 2/3 or so, maybe a hair more even. So these shadows all used to be in the palette, the Profusion Emeralds palette, but I had a little bit of a mini breakdown a couple days ago, and apparently one of the things that I do when I have small nervous breakdowns is depot my palettes. So I did the most terrible job of depotting this. I mean, these look like they have a staph infection. Obviously they don't, they're fine, but I did just an incredibly bad job of repressing these shades, and I'm amazed at that I even managed to do that actually. Okay. So I'm going to be using that color mostly as a base, and then I'm going to top it off probably the outer third, and then not quite all the way to the inner corner. I'm going to go in with this shimmery blue, which I think we discussed as Monumental. I don't really remember. I'm gonna try this without the glitter primer first to see what I can get out of it, but I think I'm gonna probably want the glitter primer. Yeah. Yep, glitter primer is important. I'm just gonna clean off my fingers on my brush cleaner, on my makeup switch, because it's here. And yeah, my fingers are going to be stained from these colors, but I don't need like my apartment to be stained from this makeup look. So I got out the glitter primer. There it is, found it. So what have you all been up to? I have been working, of course, really trying to get my first draft of my thesis done quite soon here, and that was the cause of the mental breakdown. But it's all good. I think that 2021 is just shaping up to be such a better year than 2020, at least for me personally. I'm just really content. So that was off track, but anyway, I'm happy and I hope you are too. So going in with Monumental again, let's see, that's a little bit bolder now. A little bit, yeah. And it's, I mean, this isn't really the source of the color that I'm really looking for. I'm using these blues as sort of a base for a green pop, so I'm fine with this not being super bold. So I'm going to get this portion of my eye, not quite to the inner corner, because blue in the inner corner is just a mess waiting to happen. If you want to look tired, which I am because I didn't sleep last night basically, but if you want to at least pretend like you slept the night before, blue in the inner corner is probably not going to be your friend. So where I really want the color in this look to come from is this lime green. So I have a clean finger. This is from the ColourPop Aura and Out palette. I had to check on the name. And we're just gonna pop this right in the center. Oh wow, that's fun. I think I'm in love. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that bright. I have used it before, but I just assumed that over the blue it was going to feel a lot more toned down, and it's not. Wow. I'm kind of into it though. Wow. Cool. Big fan of that. I think for the inner corner, I'm going to use this shade, which is that really light greeny gold that was in the Profusion Glam palette. I did such a bad job of depotting this shade that I realized the entire pan was just, it was a lost cause. And for context, I didn't think that any of these pans were lost causes, but that yellow green, it was just, I guess green gold would be a better description. It was a mess. So, just gonna paint this on to the inner corner. Kind of wish that I hadn't placed Monumental right here. I feel like it looks a little bit awkward, so I'm gonna see if I can't cover that up with some more of the green. Yeah, that'll work. feel like I thought that the green was going to be a little bit more sheer so that they would sort of blend into each other, but I took the green in a little too far. So it was just an awkward little blue line in between this yellow green, or green gold, and the lime green. Just weird. So glad I've got that out of the way. I have some teal here that I'm just going to clean up with makeup remover a little bit later. But for right now, I think I'm going to move to my lower lash line, and I think I want to go in with maybe a mixture of these two shades. I feel like that would be really pretty. Let's do it. So I'm still going to be using, actually I think it might even be the same brush, but just in a different, the same style of brush, just a different, actual item that doesn't have color on it. And I'm going to go into Meadow as well as this shade, which I'm actually not sure I know what this shade is. Oh, this is from Wet n Wild, I think. I think this was in their 32 pan palette. And I'm just going to take that on my lower lash line. I also traced that along the outer half, roughly, of my upper lash line, and I feel that that really ties it all together. It makes it look a little bit, I mean, it's not natural looking, but it makes it feel a little bit more balanced, and I think that that little bit of extra depth on the upper lash line can make your lashes look a lot fuller and bring more interest to your actual eyes rather than just the lids. So that was my reasoning behind that. Cool. Now I think I do want just a little bit of color in my crease. I don't always add color to my crease with these kinds of looks, but because I didn't do a great job of keeping everything even on the two sides, I think that a little bit of blending in that area would help me out. So because I'm not going for anything super impactful in the crease, I think I'm just going to use this warm camel shade. This is from Natasha Denona. And can I just point out that this little quad, roughly, that I have going, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, kind of, looks exactly like her new palette, that 5 pan that they're teasing for Christmas. I guess holiday, sorry. Try to be good about using holiday instead of Christmas, but sometimes it just slips out. So I'm just using a tiny little crease brush and putting that, well, in the crease, as the name would suggest. Just really making sure to go over any areas where my blending was less than spectacular, which was a lot. So now I'm taking a bigger, fluffier crease brush for comparisons. Here are the two. This is the mess that I made before I sat down to make this video. I tried to take some of the colors out of this palette, and I mean, I was successful, but at what cost? So I have no color on this, and I'm just going to blend over that entire area, just try to get the transition from my crease to my skin color as seamless as possible. And then I'm going to take that same brush into a little bit of, I think, this shade, which is a Viseart shade. And I'm going to run that along my lower lash line to soften up that line a bit as well. Before I go any further, I'm going to take off for a minute and remove this little streak of teal, and then we will regroup to finish the rest of the face. All right, so I took like a makeup remover cloth. I just recently got these to especially remove swatches, but also just to take off my makeup at the end of the day. And they are already proving, I think, to be a really good purchase for me. I think I'm going to keep the rest of my face pretty light, so I'm going to start out with some of this blush. This is from Wet n Wild. It is a really soft peachy pink color. I'm just going to liberally apply that over any area of my face that you could reasonably call my cheek. Also my nose, because why not? It's also the only other color I'm going to be adding to my face, so I just want to go for it. And then to top things off for my lips, I'm going to be using this Tarte, I don't know, tinted lip balm of some ilk in Rose. This is a recent acquisition, but I've been absolutely loving it. It really makes me happy just how well this lip balm and this blush go together. I feel like these are just so easy and so naturally pulled together. Beautiful. Love them to bits. And I think that is my look. So, what do we think? I love the green. I'm not sure that this is the best look for my Get Ready With Me using my Pan Those eyeshadows, because I don't feel that those shades really prominently feature, but it's still pretty and I still like it. So we're gonna call this a success. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope you consider liking and subscribing if you did. Thanks again, and I really hope that I will see you all next time. Bye.